Hello everybody and welcome to another beautiful Minecraft morning. I'm Sim, obviously, and this is episode 9 of my Let's Play series. Currently, I've been a bit busy, so you might notice the MFSU here. I've spent several hours the past couple days mining. And stuff still has not finished processing. And I've already been on a few hours today, if that gives you any idea how long that's been taking. So we still have a good number of resources, though considerably less iron and such than we had yesterday. You'll probably also notice a few ender chests. Well, this one's full of iron plates, slowly diminishing. Probably won't ever have to fill this up, at least for like a week or two. And I've been auto-processing fuel rods. And this is just like a base resource chest that's a byproduct of the processing for the fuel rods. Now, have gotten a big stock of stone dust again. I need to whittle that down, and I'm probably going to end up having to void stuff. But I got some blast furnaces built, and I'm cooking up blocks of steel, and I'm cooking up blocks of coal coke. I even made a roof. Well, not a roof, but I actually laid out the floors here, so you can see them. And you can see out a little bit. So kind of cool. In addition to that, I did make the basement. In fact, here's one little floor that's just going to have automation for these things. Then down here, I made 2 nuclear reactors. Now, this is the same ender chest up there that had the fuel rods, but it's acting kind of as a mediator for all the uranium processing. So this is the reactor setup I'm going with. It's the one Direwolf used in his Forgecraft 2 Season 2 series. So you can use 7 dual fuel rods. I think you can go up to quads. I'm not positive on that, but you don't need any cooling. And it all stays running completely and totally cool and maintenance free. In addition to that, I'm attempting at the moment to use translocators to keep it filled and replace fuel rods and take out the depleted fuel rods. In addition to that, we've got our MFSU here. Once it's full, it's going to output a redstone signal and just turn off that. So when it's full, it'll turn off the reactor whenever no energy is being used, which is not going to be very often. But in here, I had to do a lot of blaze farming. A lot of it. So we've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these ender chests that have this, as you can tell. Upstairs, I've actually got one of these that's auto being filled with any uranium that I mine and send back, or that my quarry sends back. That is automatically macerated, ejected next door to the washing plant. It's then washed, centrifuged, and then canned after it's automatically refined right here. So it's got the uranium and small piles of uranium. This pushes all the materials in there, it automatically evens it out, and then this then pushes it back into the mediator chest. And up here, it just takes the normal fuel rods plus the plate to make double fuel rods, and then stores it in this chest where the reactor can take it and use it as it sees fit. Now, in theory, when all of those get depleted, they'll come back into this chest, and right here, it will send out the depleted fuel rods into the centrifuge. And the result of that is plutonium and more uranium. So, In other words, we're going to end up with a lot of plutonium, a lot of uranium, and we'll be able to do a new type of energy, which requires RTG Fuel. Let me pull it up here. Okay, so it's this radioisotope thermoelectric generator. So it's made pretty simply, but it requires pellets of RTG fuel, and each one of them adds a bit of EU, and it can hold, I believe, up to 5 of these pellets. And it never runs out of fuel, and it always outputs a constant flow of energy. So it's something that once we get enough of them, we can run an entire base off of a purely clean fuel that requires no input. So it's something extremely good to have. And all of this is totally automated, so all I have to do is make sure it has iron plates, and any uranium we get is automatically filtered through all of this system, and it's good to go. I even made a small area here to where we're going to have our base AE stuff. So we're going to have the controller here, we're going to have the drives all around in here, and then the pipes we're just going to have going all around. And right under here, we're basically right underneath the main floor here, or not the main floor, but the tech floor. And we can use facades and run the cables through the planks here so we can get it over into this area. We can put it up into the main house through the walls again, once again using facades. So we can pretty much hide all the cables and run the entire house off of an AE network. So that is the plan, and actually what we're going to do today is make the beginnings of our AE network. So let's get back upstairs through our handy dandy little levitator, like so, and we're going to go ahead and make some stuff. Alright, applied energistics. So we're going to need a controller, which means we need fluid dust, which is nether quartz, redstone, and Ceres quartz. Just need 4 of those for now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. So let's go ahead and cook that up. So we got 4. Now we're going to need 2, some of that. We'll need some more not planks, but we'll need some sticks, because we need to make ourselves a cutting knife. So now we have a cutting knife, we can worry about making the controller here. So we need a diamond, some redstone, and some silicon. So to make silicon, you get the Redstone quartz dust, and you smelt it. So we toss that in there. And there we go. It looks like we're getting a little backup here. Oh, by the way, you can further purify, or not purify, but further refine purified dust. And in fact, I can show you how to do that real quick. It doesn't take too long. So that is another use of the centrifuge here, is you can actually centrifuge the purified dust and you get a little more stuff from it. So essentially it finishes getting out the impurities and you're left with just the regular dust, as well as a small pile of dust and I think some more stone dust. So we might end up setting up a system to take care of that, but currently this system is adequate. We don't need much more. So now let's go ahead and grab diamond, do this, and nothing. Goody. I forgot the redstone. Haha. Joke's on me. Okay. So there we go. Silicon and diamond. Alright. Back here. Now I need to smelt the processor. Cool. Now I can make the controller if I had enough iron. That's the problem of turning all your stuff into blocks. You end up running out. There we go. Now we have ourselves a controller. Let's go put it down. Now do keep in mind the power down here, because it's coming out of an MFSU, is coming out around 2000 EU per tick. So it is quite a lot. Luckily, AE can take that. So there we go. Now we have a controller. So now we'll want, at the very least, a couple drives and maybe a interface or an access terminal. So let's go ahead and get that. Alright, for drives, we're going to need 2 basic processors each, and I think I'll make 4 drives for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna need some more. You know, let's just go ahead and cook up all of that. So toss you in there. We got 4. So now we're gonna need the redstone. Oh, well, maybe I don't have 4. I guess that was just kind of a glitch. That's kind of weird. Okay. I'm hoping I'm not crazy, but I'm pretty sure that I actually had 4 at the first time. So, there we go. Now we got 4 of those. Let's cook them up. Once, 2, 1. Alrighty. So we're going to get 2 of the drives, which means we need 2 chests, 8 iron, and 4 glass. That's not bad. In fact, we already have the iron. I know we've got the glass in a chest, and let's see, 4. And we have more than enough wood, so 2 chests. There we go. And drives. 2 of them. Now we definitely will be needing some storage units. So let's go ahead and make let's try for a 16K storage drive. So that means we're going to need 9 storage cells. That means we're going to need 9 basic processors. That's a decent bit, but doable. We definitely have the resources to do that. So let's toss some of this back. We're going to need 9. Not there. You go there, you go there. Like so. Okay. Oh, and actually I think we'll need a 10th in point of fact, just to combine it. Oh, that requires an advanced, so we'll need actually that diamond back. Cool. So, put that, and there we go. Now we should have all we need as for processor-wise. So, in addition, let's see, this will need just 1, and some fluix dust. Okay. Come on. Doo-doo. There we go. Alrighty. So 3. Lots and lots of Certus quartz and redstone. So let's grab a stack. 9. Oh dear. I guess we gotta have 3 more of the basic processors. I keep miscounting this kind of thing. What is going on? It's definitely not my day today, apparently. There we go. Okay. To make sure I don't need something else, we have the advanced processor, we have the redstone, okay, I think we've got everything after this. We also probably will want to make a fluid cell, so I'll have to get that set up here. Where was it? Nope. Definitely can't do a 64K storage unit yet. Well, what the heck? Oh, glass. Haha. Joke is on me. There we go. Glowstone. Okay. So I need 2 more glass and 3 iron. And what am I missing? A single piece of redstone. Wow. Okay. So now we have the drives, we have a controller. We need an interface or a terminal. So let's make some Fluix dust. For that, we're going to need, let's just grind up all of that. Ooh. Let's use the one downstairs. It's actually, I think, got more upgrades in it anyway. And I know it's not processing any uranium. So there we go. And while we're down here waiting on that, we can drop off the 2 drives. 1, 2, boom. Cool. So that is the start of our system. However, we can't add anything yet because we don't have any kind of terminal. But we're going to fix that. I think what I'm going to do is just put it up through the ceiling here for now. Just a temporary thing. That's part of what we need the Fluix dust for, so we can make some ME cable. Oh, it finished. I guess it's full. Sitting here wondering what was closing the door, and apparently it's the reactor. Didn't realize the redstone was close enough to affect it. So we can need redstone dust, Certus quartz dust, or not redstone dust, but is it redstone? Wow, I really am not on the ball today. Okay. Let's go with 10 for now. We need 6 glass. Alright. Now we need another processor. So let's put you here. It's going to be so nice to get the auto crafting system going. though that is a little ways down the line. Okay. Now, we're going to need conversion matrix, which we happen to have on us, or not, we haven't happened to have enough for it on us, I believe, except for the iron. Okay, what was the problem there, buddy? Nether quartz, is that it? Let's dump you. Get a couple of you. Ah, yeah, it was a piece of nether quartz. Well, that figures. We're going to need a bit more iron, some glass. Let's get you. There we go. Just like that. Let's get it down. I think I'm actually going to get rid of that door. It was a nice idea and it looks nice, but it's just going to end up causing problems. Okay, now we have a terminal and we can dump stuff into it. Cool. Alright, now let's see what we need to get for liquids, and that's actually a different mod. It's an add-on for Applied Energistics, and it's called Extra Cells. So, we don't want the Giga storage clusters, we want the fluid storage. Oh boy, that's expensive. We might have to hold off on that. But we now have a way to store stuff. So I'm actually going to get an interface. And we're going to replace this chest with an interface, if possible. We're actually just going to use the ender chest to, well, I'll have to set up an ender chest system for it, I guess. Because I don't have near enough cable to run up here. In fact, I have no cable at all. Could make a little more, but that really wouldn't go very far. Yeah, I'm already out of fluix dust. Might be able to make one more thing of it. And then, oh, 2 more glass. Yeah. So I'm able to make 6 cable total, and that's not near enough to get up here. Overall, this chest isn't doing a bad job, I have to say. But we definitely need to come up with a better system for it. So let me think about this for a minute, see what I want to do, and I'll get right back to you. Well, I figured you might want to see this. This is how much space the core has actually already gone through, and you have to remember it started with the trees up about as high as that tree. And the earth, or the dirt and stone and whatnot, started about this level right here. So it's actually gone quite a ways already. But this is a very high biome. It's actually a mountainous biome. And I was digging underneath here a while back because there's actually a cave right here that I went down inside. You can kind of see a couple of my torches. So yeah, there's emeralds and stuff here, so it's really a nice biome to mine in. And would you look at that? This will actually give me the chance to show you how all of that stuff works at the base. So let me turn off hover mode so we get up here faster. Always like using hover mode just because it's a slow fall. It's not as rapid, and you can just use it however you want. Okay. So let me show you how this works, and I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the wrapping up point. These are almost dead. I might show you this, then pause the recording till these are dead, so I can show you the whole process. Okay, so we got uranium. And this is my ender pouch that leads to the same thing my quarry dumps into. So you can see here, nothing's in the macerator. I toss it in, and we got 4 in there. That's being passed. Oh, it would be passed if I put the ejector upgrade back in it. So now it's passed here, and it's being refined, and that is being shoved over here, where it's going to warm up, and any of the contents from here, and actually you can see the side contents of the lead and stone dust getting pushed into here. But once this warms up, it will give us these small piles of uranium, as well as the regular uranium, and this will be processed and shoved in here as the refined uranium, but it will immediately be taken out and put into the canning machine. And in the canning machine, it will be turned into a fuel rod. Then that fuel rod will be shoved up here, where it'll wait for a pair to turn it into a dual fuel rod cell. Very efficient system, and it's excuse me, easily expanded to do quad cells. I would just need one more set of these, which I could do pretty much probably right here in point of fact. So it really wouldn't be any trouble at all. Or actually, I'd probably do it on the roof, like right here, or maybe here. Yeah, right here. Because then I could have this same chest, just use one more item transfer node and shove it all in there with the iron plates and whatnot. Okay, this is about done. Let me pause it till it's finished. Okay guys, as you can see, it's just now finishing up. And, oh, there it goes. I have quite a bit of overclockers in it, unfortunately, so the power is, for the most part, keeping up, but yeah, I really should do a step-up transformer to these. But right now, the whole line goes through the wall and then up into that room where it's powering all of my machines. But as you can see, stuff was immediately piled into here. And if we watch the canning machine, we should see it in just a few seconds. There it is, giving us a fuel rod, which is being put into here in a moment, hopefully. Oh, don't make a liar out of me now. Oh, there it is. And now that's making the dual fuel rod, which will show up right here in just a few seconds. There we go. So that is the turning of regular uranium into the refined uranium and the fuel rods. So let me go ahead and wait until this is finished, and I will show you what it does with that, and then we'll have to wrap up. So I'm going to go ahead and pause now, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently my mic turned off. Anyway, we are just about there. So I think when this hits 1,000, it should... Oh wow, that was extremely quick. Like, did you see it? I mean, that worked beautifully. I don't even think there was a millisecond of downtime on that. That is fantastic. Okay, now we just gotta wait for this to warm up, and I'll show you the results. So it'll be just a few seconds. Alrighty, it's about to kick off here in just a few moments. And we should see us getting some plutonium and uranium pretty darn quickly, as a matter of fact. You can see our totals going up there. And actually, I think I might have time to show you RTG Feel. So let me see about that. We need dense iron plates, so iron plate and a compressor. 6. Get down here. Talk to you. Come on, buddy. What's wrong? Well, that's interesting. Doesn't seem to work. Well, that's frustrating. Iron ingot, hammer, compressor. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me figure this out real quick. Well, guys, bad news. I've tried everything I can think of, and I cannot get this to work. For whatever reason, it just does not want to do it. I'll even go as far as trying plates from different sets. Let's see, I should have a hammer somewhere around here. Somewhere. At least I should have. Maybe not. But a completely different bit of iron plates and nothing. So, I mean, that is clearly the recipe right there. And I have no idea why it's not working, so we're just going to hate doing something like this, but 6 and toss. Oops. There we go. Okay. So we got the dense plates. We gotta get our hazmat suit on, like so. Let's go ahead and grab this. Exactly 3. Perfect. And we get our RTG fuel. So we store that in there because that is radioactive, and it will pretty much kill us if we touch it otherwise. So I'm going to call the episode there. Still going to try to figure out why that wasn't working. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Well, I may try expanding the AE system a little bit so we can get access to it up here and incorporate the limited sorting that we have going on to it. And I might transfer some of our stuff, like our metals chest, well, actually our useful items chest, I should say, into the AE network. And I may go ahead and make one of those fluid cells so we can take care of the creosote oil and all that kind of thing, and we can actually have one dedicated for water, because we don't ever want that to run out. So, not to mention, we have a lot of potatoes. We have way too many potatoes, and we need to get rid of them. Well, not exactly get rid of them, but you get what I mean. Anyway, this is Sim signing off for today on episode 9. So I will see you guys next time, and you guys take it easy.